What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'll be doing today is a very simple recipe. We're just going to be doing a potato flake crusted cod fillet. Very simple recipe, very few ingredients. Anyway, I do have one special ingredient, so why don't you guys come on in and take a look at that ingredient as well as the rest of them. Simple ingredients, we have some cod fillets here. I have some parsley flakes. This salt is some sea salt that another YouTube channel gave me. That YouTube channel's name is Spoon Fork Heart, and her name is Suri, and she got this sea salt from Thailand where she grew up. So we're going to be using that to season our fish. I'm going to put a link to her channel in the iCard above and the description below. We have some instant mashed potatoes, and these are kind of the flake looking potatoes as opposed to like the grainy kind. We have some flour, and I have 2 eggs and about 3 tablespoons of milk that I stirred up here. So really all that we're going to do, I have my flour here. We're going to hit these potato flakes with some of this sea salt. And you know what, let me taste this. I'm not sure how strong it is. Woo! That is definitely sea salt. So we're going to hit it with some of that sea salt. Man, that is some good stuff. And then we are going to hit it with our parsley flakes. And we're just going to kind of mix these up. Our flour we're going to keep the same. We're not going to add anything to that. Let's start getting these things crusted up. Cooking this in my Actifry. I've already had it kind of preheating just to get it a little warm. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now if you have an Actifry and there's a paddle in here, go ahead and take that. Woo, that's hot. Take that paddle out. I'm going to go ahead and spray the bottom with some canola oil. And I would shut it, but I want you to be able to hear what I'm talking about. So really all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fish. We're going to hit it with some of this flour. Then we're going to come over, dip it in our egg. And then get as much of that egg off as possible. Then we're going to hit it with our potatoes, our instant potatoes. And then we're just going to go ahead and lay it in here. So we're going to do this. We're going to probably be able to fit about, let's say 5 in there. So we're going to go ahead and flour up as many, or not flour up, we're going to go ahead and fit as many of these in there as we can. And I'm thinking this should probably take about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this. One thing I am going to show you that I'm going to do is we are going to go ahead and spray the top of these with a little canola spray. So when you see me back, these will have been in for a while. We may check on them one time when they're in there just to kind of see how they're doing. Like we were able to get 4 of them in there comfortably without overcrowding it. So let's go ahead and start that bad boy up. Okay, so it looks like we're starting to get a little brownage going on that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try to delicately flip these over. Alright, so those are flipped over. Let's space them out a little bit. I'm going to hit them again on this side with some canola oil. You could use butter if you'd like. We're going to let it rip. Let's take a quick peek in here and kind of see how they're coming along. Okay, so this one over here looks like it's pretty much done. Let's just kind of move them around a little bit, get a little even cooking. I'm fine with all of these actually, but I do want to see if I can get these a little bit browner, so we'll let it ride for about another 3-4 minutes. The second batch that we have in here, the first batch is already done. I did it just like the last one. I did flip it in the middle, plate up and eat. Done deal. So for all you football fans out there, I got Mr. Hippie DeBartolo Jr. over here to help out with this taste test. I did just put some lime wedges on this just as a little bit of garnish, but you know what? I'm going to taste it to see if that even helps this recipe a little bit more. So let's dig in. You can get the lime on the next one.
Okay.
It is a little hot.
Mm-hmm. The outside's nice and crispy. The fish is nice and tender on the inside. And
Hit it with some of this lime and see what you think. I'm just curious. I got lime on sale, so trying to figure as many different ways I can use it as possible. I think it was like 12 for $1. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, if you don't have an Actifry, you can still do this recipe in the oven. If you do have an Actifry, I think you'd love this one. It's pretty simple, straightforward, everything. Anyway, we'll finish eating. Thanks for stopping by Hippie Barbecue. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.